The following clip is presented to you by The Extreme Life of Matt Hardy, available every Friday wherever you get your podcasts and at extremehardy.com.
He was worried there was going to be tension between myself and Edge, so he called us into his office, and he was going to sit us down and talk to us and also let us know how he wanted the finish of this match to go, specifically, in detail. So we walk into the room, and we were getting along good at this time. You know, there were moments where there was some tension, obviously, but Vince was going to talk to us both and make sure to lay down the law, so to say. So I remember myself and Adam, we sit in there. There's a couch across from Vince's chair, and we're sitting on opposite ends of the couch. You know, there's probably 4 feet between us where we're sitting. And the first thing Vince says, he says, Adam, Matt, you know the WWE is my company, right? And we look, yeah. He says, you know that this event, SummerSlam, is my event that I created, right? And we go, yes. He says, you know that I have rented this venue for tonight, right? So this is basically my arena. Do you understand that? And we go, yes. He said, you know that wrestling ring out there? That is my wrestling ring. Do you understand that? Yes, we do. He said, I'm going to tell you about this right now. If either one of you go out there tonight and try and take liberties with each other, if you try and intentionally hurt one another, I am the most powerful man in this industry. I promise you, neither one of you will ever work a day in this industry again. Do you understand? And we go, yeah, sure, we understand. He said, okay, with that being said, I want to get into the psychology behind this match tonight. So it's not going to be a long match. I want to portray this as like an MMA fight. This is like a UFC fight, right? I don't want to see any hokey wrestling bullshit. It's going to be like a brawl, a fight, short and effective. And Matt's in here. He's kicking the shit out of Adam. You're a real piece of shit, Adam. So Matt kicks your ass the whole match. And then you've got some spot, right? You've got something picked out where Edge hits a lucky move, and then Matt hits the post, right? And all of a sudden his face is a crimson mat and a crimson mask, and he's bleeding all over, right? And that's where you are able to take the advantage, correct? Is that the spot you have? And we go, yeah, that's what we have. And we told him in detail the spot we were talking about doing. And he said, okay, great. I'm gonna explain something to both of you right now. This is really what I want to see. This is basic psychology. This might sound crazy to you, but I have done many studies in the basic psychology of human beings and animals. He said, have you ever seen two animals in the wild kingdom when they're gonna fight one another? Have you ever seen one animal wound another animal? And when it wounds that animal and the animal starts bleeding and it smells the blood, it gets bigger. It swells up, it grows, and it just wants to kill the other animal. Do you know what I'm talking about? He said, listen to me, these are your primal instincts. This might sound crazy, but when two animals, their primal instincts kick in and survival kicks in, and it's their basic primal instincts. And we all have them. We all have them, even as human beings. If you see someone weaker than you see someone that's crippled or in a wheelchair, deep down your primal instincts, you want to destroy them. You want to eat them. You want to eat them alive. That is what we do. That is what human beings do to one another. That is our basic primal instincts. If you look at a primal human being and the psychology behind it, that is our instincts. You want to take that person that is weaker than you, that is below you in the food chain, and you want to fucking eat them. Do you understand? That's what I want to see out of this match. And Adam and I, now, we had got so freaked out from Vince's monologue. We were sitting beside each other, almost like cuddled with one another, like, what the fuck? And we understand. We will follow this to a T. Thank you very much, boss. And as time ticked on down the road, myself and Adam, we think Vince brought us in there and he tried to like freak us out to like bond us, to give us something to talk about. And really like, we were on that page. Everything about that match was super professional. But Vince went crazy. He went insane. He told us, have you ever seen a crippled person or a person in a wheelchair? You want to eat them. That's a quote. He said that is basic instincts, human psychology, us at our core. And I swear to God, man, me and Adam have said many times since then, man, maybe he just did that to really try and give us something to talk about how fucking insane he was. And that was his psychology behind that. It helped bond us before that match. But that is a story. I'm sorry. I just had to share it because I just revisited it this week. And that shows some of the genius and the insanity of Vincent Kennedy McMahon. You're welcome, by the way.
On the flip side, he could have just been out of his fucking mind.
Well, I'm not gonna rule that out either.
Okay. Primal instincts. How many F-bombs were dropped in that conversation?
Oh my God, who knows?
Okay.
Double digits.
All right. Because you censored it, so I appreciated that. That was
Wow. And did it?
I had to use a little bit to do the story justice.
Did it succeed in bringing you guys a little closer again?
It did. It did. It gave us something to bond about. Vince's insanity, Vince acting like a psychopath, talking about eating people in wheelchairs, definitely helped us bond and talk about how crazy he was.
Acting like a psychopath or being a psychopath?
Either or.
Okay, gotcha.
Take your choice.